Yo people, it's your boy MB. Today we've got a special guest, Paris.
So,
For those that don't know, Paris got diagnosed with cancer last year. Until a couple of months ago, he got all clear. But feels like he's ready now to speak on the subject and give a bit of awareness to people that may be going through it or need to get checked, or do you know what I mean? So yeah, how did you first kind of find what made you think that you had something wrong with you?
so I was getting mad pains.
In what areas?
My lower belly and all that, and a little bit of swelling and all that. When I got checked, they done a few scans on me. They done an MRI scan, CT scan, whatnot, blah blah blah. And then from the CT scan, it just came up. It showed all the tumours were like.
Where were they?
Like I had it's something called the lymph nodes, isn't it? So that goes up like the back of your abdomen, and then like in your neck as well.
Yeah. Did you know how many of them you had that was cancerous, or?
So after the chemo, I had the surgery, and I know they took out 22
Yeah.
of my lymph nodes from the surgery, but I don't know how
So
much.
in the beginning though, you just found out in whatever you had that in that area, you had the cancer in it.
Yeah,
Was it a tumour or was it a cancer?
tumour, same thing.
So you found out you had a tumour, and then how long after that did you go get tested to see if it was cancerous?
I brushed it off for at least a couple of years.
Yeah.
I was scared to go, but I didn't know what it was as well. But it wasn't constant, it was on and off.
But you didn't know it was a tumour for a couple of years though, obviously. You
Yeah,
just had a little lump in it.
Yeah, and then I finally went,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when they told me.
Told you it was a tumour, then obviously they told you to get it checked to see if it's cancerous. So now you found it was cancer. Where was your head at? How's you feeling, man?
I was a little bit scared, but I just tried my best to just like try to brush it to the back of my head.
Nah, you brushed it off well, because no one really would have known that you were scared, really, because you was going on like everything was normal still. Obviously, so now once it was known it's cancerous, you got to start chemo.
Yeah.
So how long after did you find out you had cancer? Did you start the chemotherapy?
So it was maybe about 2 weeks later. I got booked in kind of quick, which
Yeah,
is
it's
good.
quick, innit?
Yeah, they booked me in kind of quick, which is good.
Was that at Berkshire Hospital?
Yeah, so I had two choices, Oxford or Berkshire Hospital, but I had to go like for 3-4 days in a row. So I just chose Royal Berkshire Hospital because it's easier to get to.
Was Oxford better, or?
Yeah, they have a better facility for people my age because our hospital, but the Berkshire Hospital is just mainly old people, innit?
See, like you said, your age. When you went there now, did you see anyone your age there?
No, not one. I was the youngest there.
Did you feel like the nurses were babying you a little bit because you were the youngest? Or you felt like you was the youngest?
A little bit, yeah.
How they treated you?
Yeah, they was always happy to see me there, you know.
So now, like the first chemotherapy, how was you feeling? Like, what goes on in the
So
chemo?
basically, you're sat in a chair with like a normal, like you see when you're in a hospital waiting room, them type of chairs.
Yeah, them blue chairs.
Them hard chairs.
Yeah.
You're in one of them for like, I was in there for like what, 9 hours was it? Something like that, something mad like that. And then literally, I was on a drip, and then chemo would go through my veins in it.
Yeah.
So I'm sat there for like 9 hours.
So the chemotherapy is basically just pushing a liquid through your body.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what my one was. I don't know about the rest.
Yeah. So how long was you there for, sorry?
Like 9 hours.
9 hours. That's constantly pushing it through.
Yeah. So there's like, you get put on fluid bags. So I've like, I think it's like water or something, just keep the fluids up. And so the chemo don't damage your kidneys and that. And then they put the chemo in you as well. But boy, it makes you piss bad.
Yeah, I can imagine. So then, see while it's going through your body, are you feeling it? Like, does it mash up straight away, or?
Nah, so I don't feel it at all. Like, I'm just literally there.
Do you feel it going to your body? Nothing?
Nah, nothing. Don't feel it. But
what was you doing for the 9 hours?
I'll sleep or just go on iPad or my phone or whatever. Mostly sleep though, innit?
So then, once you get home now, after them 3 days of staying and getting chemo pumped through your body, how long after then does it hit you that, like?
So the first set didn't hit me straight away. So it
Yeah,
hit me
you was
like
out and
a
about
week- like
normal.
like a week later, then you start feeling all tired, feeling sick, whatnot. But obviously you get side effects from it. My side effect was severe hiccups, so they wouldn't stop for like.
Not many people get that one as well, do they?
Yeah, that was rare. So they didn't really know what to give me. But so I had hiccups for like 10 days straight, non-stop, straight hiccups.
Like your hiccups were that bad that you used to have to make yourself throw up to make it stop, innit?
Yeah, it was mental.
Because there is no cure for that, is there?
No, it's like you see it fucks up your stomach acids, innit? And then where I had like so much stomach acid, it was fucking up my is it gastric something like that. And that's what makes you hiccup, innit?
Yeah.
It's irritating.
So now, from the first chemotherapy, that's all was happening really, just hiccups a little bit. Your body was still fine, your hair was fine. So then, what was the gap in between the chemotherapies? So like,
it was like 3-4 days on, and then 3 weeks off.
I think it's 3 weeks.
3 weeks off, and then back on again.
So now it comes to the second set of chemo now.
Yeah, that's when my hair started falling out.
After that cycle.
Yeah, but it was falling out in like bunches, and then that's when obviously you trimmed it off. Yeah, lost everything. I didn't lose my eyebrows to the last one though.
Yeah, I remember.
My beard was going. It was just basically my beard and my hair.
After the second one, I didn't think it was coming out that quick though. It was coming out fast.
It was coming out on a mad moment.
You literally just grab it, and yeah. How was that making you feel?
Nah, it made me feel shit still, but obviously, where all you lot shaved your head as well. Just made it.
Yeah, a few of us cut our hair off. Andy, Jack, Levi.
Jazz.
Me and Jazz didn't get bald then. All them not went bald, but me and Jazz we just went to grade 2 innit? But yeah, I felt like you had a good support around you, innit?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, actually Sheridan was the first one to go bald actually. He let you cut his hair, innit?
Yeah, you do
Big up Sheridan still. Were you struggling to eat at this point from the second set of
Yeah, so
chemo?
I weren't eating a lot, because mainly I was sleeping where I was so drained and felt so weak and whatnot, so I weren't eating a lot. But I didn't want to, so obviously when the hiccups did stop, when I made myself sick, I didn't want them to start again, so I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, so basically starving yourself, innit?
Yeah.
So it sounds mad, yeah, but it probably was better if you didn't eat, because the way the hiccups were, like when I used to come to his house, I used to try not to speak to you because I see that he's in pain from hiccuping, but there's just constant hiccups.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anyone do it in my life.
I think it would have been much more easier if I didn't have the hiccups, you know what I mean?
Would you say the experience of what you went through was, out of 10, what would you rate it out of 10?
Of how bad it was.
Yeah, and pain and all that.
I wasn't really in much pain, but the experience altogether, I'd say probably about an 8. I wouldn't want my worst enemy to go through it.
So now the third and fourth times now you've gone through it. I think the third time. Do you reckon the third time was worse than the fourth? So it's kind of the same, I reckon.
Yeah, probably around the same.
But that's when you mash up, like, I come to your yard. So most days after work, I come check up on you. You should be sleeping, man. Like, I can imagine it. Like, you weren't even tired, but it's one of the ones you had to try to sleep off to.
Yeah, get through
another day, innit?
Mm.
But then what's mad is after the chemo out of your system after a couple of days, you're just not back to normal, but you can get up and move about and that, innit?
Literally, it takes. So the hiccups will last for about 10 days or whatever. And then after that, oh no man, it was mental. But after that, it's like calm. I can get up, walk about, go out, do this, do that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, obviously in between each cycle as well, I still have to go in for loads of blood tests and things like that, just to see like where my tumour markers are.
So after the last chemo now, did you have to do like a scan or a test or whatever to see if it's gone or whatever?
So after the last one, I went straight to the surgery, and then after.
Because that fourth one, it could have been a thing where like you've done it now and it's gone, innit?
Yeah.
But you still had a little bit shown, innit?
Yeah, I done that. That's when I done that MRI scan and still had a little bit, and then.
So they said that the cancer is gone.
But it didn't. It was basically gone, but it didn't shrink.
Yeah, it's gone. Nah, they said it was gone. See, this guy was listening. it was gone. But you see, if you have like a coal, is it for a barbecue or whatever, that's how they explained it. If they burn it, it'll go, but obviously like, it'll be out, but the little bit there can still create a fire, innit?
Yeah.
So they said they'd rather not risk that leaving it in you, so they'd rather take it out. So now earlier you said that you got, it's called lymph nodes. Yeah, that's the one. You got loads of them in your body, and they took out loads of them, innit? Because quite a few of them were cancerous, innit?
They took out 22, and how much was cancerous? Only 3 or 4 of them.
I thought it was 5 or 6, man.
Something like that. I forget, you know what I mean?
So where was it, the surgery?
So I had it in the back of my belly on each side, and then one on my neck as well.
And then, well, how was that pain? Was that bad?
Oh yeah, that was bad. I had to stay in hospital 2 weeks for that. It was meant to be 4 to 6 days, but then the surgery. So the surgery was meant to be what? It was meant to be 3 to 6 hours. Or something, maybe less than that. But I was in there for how long was it again? 10 hours?
Yeah, you was in there for a while.
10 hours or something like that.
Why was that? Complication or?
No, they just wanted to be extra careful and whatnot. So they not to.
See, when you put to sleep here, how did they put you to sleep actually? With a mask? The things you put over your...
No, so again through your veins on a drip.
How'd that feel like?
Boy, I didn't even know. So
they tell you?
No, they tell you to put me to sleep.
Oh, bro, I'll say to them, don't tell me what you're doing, it's put over in my body.
Yeah, but obviously you don't know when you drop sleep. So 1 minute you're awake, the next minute you're waking up in the next room after surgery. Do you know what I mean?
How quick do you reckon? Can you remember how quick it was?
Probably straight away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking at them.
Scary, man.
I'm looking at them and then boom. You don't even know that you've fallen asleep. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad.
That's like my dad back in the day. He had a surgery, yeah, but they put a mask over your face, and it pumps something out. He's like, this ain't put to sleep. He's doing it, yeah, and slowly just conks out, innit?
Yeah.
But anyway, now, so yeah, it was so yeah, you're in hospital, so you had to stay in there for extra days, didn't you? Because of there was a COVID patient on your ward.
Oh yeah, they put me on a ward, and then it turned out some guy had COVID. Kept coughing on a mad one, so I don't know why they.
You heard him?
Boy, on a mad one. So I don't know why they put me on the ward, innit?
I'd be vexed, you know.
That night they put me in my own room, and then I was in my own room for the whole thing. I couldn't leave my room, nothing. So
you get up and move about then?
Yeah, my own room, yeah, but it was tiny, innit? It was like a jail cell, so I was locked up for the whole thing, bored, watching the same TV programs, some kiddie TV.
Yeah.
Thing, yeah. And then
what got to you the most? Being trapped in there.
Just being trapped in there, you couldn't do nothing, innit? I'd have rather went home, innit? After the few days, but.
How did you deal with it? What got you through it?
Sleeping again.
Yeah. Didn't you get to a point where there wasn't you couldn't sleep anymore?
Yeah, you know when you're oversleeping, you just feel shit.
Yeah.
It was like that, innit? Always oversleeping. I didn't eat for the whole time I was in there as well.
No.
I had no lost my appetite, so I didn't eat one thing for the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah, because when you come out and I met you, you were skinny, bro.
Sucked, innit? I'd lost about 15 kg throughout the whole thing.
It's a lot of weight, man. A lot. So now you've come out of hospital now. What did they say from then it's clear? No, they didn't, did they? They said got to do another scan, innit?
Yeah, so I done one more last scan. It was a few days later after I come out, and then I had to wait a week or two for the results. And then as soon as I went, I had to go to the hospital. Then they gave me the results there. Told everybody straight away.
Yeah, I remember you rang me, innit?
I was so happy.
Yeah, that's one of the best news you've ever heard in your life, innit?
I was so happy, man, because to be honest, it was the worst experience I've ever had, innit? I wouldn't want to go through it.
To be fair, it felt like it wasn't going to end, you know?
It felt like it
dragged,
was
didn't
time,
it?
innit?
Yeah. So I feel like when you found out, was probably back in March, innit? 2020.
Yeah, literally just after the first lockdown.
And then when did you get it all clear? Like January? The 4th, wasn't it? 11th?
I think it was March, even this year.
Was it? It was a whole year?
The 8th for the 3rd.
That was a long time, innit? A whole year going through that.
Literally.
See, now, yeah, when you see, people going through it, yeah, on Instagram and that, see the little baby, her name was Azealia. things like that now. You must see that. It must shake you up a little bit, or.
It's mad touchy. Like, I don't even like looking at it or watching things like that no more. Like, it's just mad touchy, innit?
Because I imagine back in the day, you're not saying you didn't care about it, but you probably wouldn't have.
I didn't take as much notice in it.
Yeah.
I didn't acknowledge it as much more. But trust me, when you go through like things like this, it does humble you a lot more as well.
Has to, innit? If it doesn't humble you, then boy, I don't know for you, boy. But how long did it take for your head to start coming back through and?
How long did it take? So
My beard come through quick.
Yeah, my eyebrows was the last to go, and I think it was near enough the last to come back. Like, they still didn't even come back as dark as what it was. But then it took probably about
2 months.
About 2 months to start seeing like a nice bit amount. My beard come back nice now.
Your hair's like proper like baby hair right now, and it's silky,
proper
innit?
soft and silky.
Yeah, come on. But what was I gonna say? Your weight, obviously, you put bare weight back on now.
Yeah, I've got a belly back again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that took a while to come back on, because I was still trying to build my appetite back at the same time.
Yeah, you're struggling in the beginning.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you'd give to people that do find things in their body that?
Right. The only thing I want to say is, like, don't hesitate or don't be scared to just get it checked. Even like it might be something like a false alarm, but still get checked, innit?
It's one of the things. If you would have yours tested like from 3 years ago when you first felt it, you probably wouldn't
have had to go through like the whole thing. I wouldn't have had to do the surgery and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Or even the chemo, do you reckon you would have had to go through, or?
Yeah, more time probably not. Obviously, where I waited so long, and then it was like, was it stage 3, innit?
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. Stage 3 cancer. Imagine this guy told me, just after all that, after all this chemotherapy treatment, that he had stage 3 cancer.
The one before terminal. But I didn't read my letters, innit, so I didn't know, innit?
That's bad.
I know. Lucky I went when I went, innit?
I know, man. That's scary, bro. But I feel like what you went through, it helped a lot. Not helped a lot of people, but made me look at life differently. Still, I can't lie.
Yeah, definitely bring our pupils closer together as well.
Like, see why you was going through it. I'd say stay strong in front of you, innit? Because can't lie, it affected me bad, you know. Like, where I was so busy working, after work I come see you, and then when I take time for myself, yeah, I just was thinking about it, mad, innit? Because you never know, like, life's not guaranteed. You could have easily passed away from that. And I just see, like, you just think the worst sometimes, innit? I was just thinking, whoa. Like, when I come to your yard and see you in bed in that mash up, I just
you actually get a negative thought, innit?
Yeah, like, I was thinking, bro, it's basically just dead in bed, bro. It's like lifeless, bro. I was getting my car and just cry, bro, just drive home. But yeah, when you found out you had it all clear, I was so happy, bro. I can imagine everyone's happy for you still.
Definitely one of my happiest moments in life. Facts.
Is there anything else you want to say about it?
Really.
Nah.
Just to get checked if you feel like you need to, or even just if you want to after this, just go get checked.
I feel like,
to be on the safer side.
Yeah, I feel like for men, they should make it what's the word, mandatory to get checked at least every couple of months, man. Because
even women as well, like
women get checked.
Like breast cancer,
is it?
Like it should be mandatory to.
Yeah, every couple of months, man. Because bro, not a lot of people check. Bro, I don't check myself really.
Yeah.
I should.
I get scared, isn't it? As well. Yeah, it's scary. It's mad scary.
I felt something. I'm like, yeah, don't touch that area again.
Yeah, real talk.
But then, yeah, if you do feel something, just go to the doctors, man, or whatever. Go get yourself sorted out, because you being lazy
can cost you your life.
That's it, or put you through more pain that can be easily avoided. But yeah, I think that's it really, innit? Covered everything. If anyone's going through the same sort of situation or whatever, Paris said that you're welcome to message him or whatever. Or if you want to come on and speak about something you've been through, then you're most welcome to. That's about it. It's been your boy MB.
You doggy.
Peace.